In the early days of Islam, before battles, before migration, before victory, there was a man who stood not among the distant enemies of Makkah but inside the Prophet's own family. This is the story behind Surah Al-Masad, year 3 of prophethood. In the city of Mecca, the message of Islam had been spreading quietly. Secret gatherings, private faith, whispered Quran. Then came the command from Allah, and warn your closest relatives. The Prophet Muhammad climbed the hill of Mount Safa. He called out to the tribes of Quraysh. They gathered below him. He asked them, if I told you that an army was behind this hill ready to attack, would you believe me? They replied, we have never known you to lie. And then he said, I warn you of a severe punishment ahead. Silence filled the air, but one man stepped forward. His name was Abu Lahab. His real name was Abdaluz ibn Abdal-Mulab. He was the Prophet's uncle. He was wealthy, influential, respected. And he shouted, Taban Laka, is this why you gathered us? May you be ruined. He dismissed the warning. He mocked the messenger. And in that moment, a surah descended from the heavens. Allah revealed, Tabat Yad Abi Lahabin wa Tab. Perish the hands of Abu Lahab, and perish he. This is extraordinary. The Quran rarely mentions enemies by name, but here Allah named him, publicly, permanently. The surah continued, his wealth and what he earned will not benefit him. Abu Lahab trusted his money, his status, his power, but revelation declared none of it would save him. The surah did not stop with him. It mentioned his wife, and his wife, the carrier of firewood. She was known for spreading thorns in the Prophet's path, spreading rumors, fueling hostility. The Quran described her as carrying wood, symbolizing how she carried slander and hatred. And then around her neck is a rope of twisted fiber, a vivid image, a humiliation foretold. Now think carefully. This surah declared that Abu Lahab would burn in hell while he was still alive. For 10 more years after revelation, he had the chance to disprove Islam. All he had to do was say, I believe, even if he lied, even if it was fake. That alone could have shaken believers. But he never did. He remained stubborn, defiant, arrogant, exactly as the surah foretold. Years passed. Islam grew. The Prophet migrated to Medina. Then came the Battle of Badr. Abu Lahab did not go to fight, but when news arrived that Quraysh had been defeated, he was humiliated. Soon after, he was struck with a contagious disease. Within days, he died. So feared was his illness that even his own family avoided his body. His corpse was left unattended until it began to smell. They pushed it into a pit with sticks and covered it with stones. No honor, no glory, no wealth to save him, just as the surah declared. Surah Al-Masad is not just about one man. It is about arrogance against truth, family ties that cannot save someone from disbelief, wealth that cannot protect from divine justice, and the certainty of Allah's promise. It teaches that closeness to a prophet does not guarantee faith. Abu Lahab was his uncle, but guidance belongs only to Allah. The fire mentioned in the surah was not symbolic. It was real, and the warning was fulfilled. From the hill of Safa to the grave in humiliation, Surah Al-Masad stands as a living proof truth does not fear opposition, and arrogance never wins. This was the story behind Surah Al-Masad, a short chapter with a powerful message. If you reflect on it, it speaks not only about Abu Lahab, but about every heart that rejects the truth.